Good morning, Warriors! Back with another episode of Vigor Warriors 2 and the 1% Club. Hope you guys are doing well. This is Friday. We're a couple days from the new year and ringing in 2023 Warriors, and we have another glorious year coming up. Wanted to thank you guys for great comments and likes and donations. You guys are wonderful. I feel very blessed this whole year and a half that we've been doing this and continue to get the message out. I'm glad that Vladimir and Alan, you guys read the book, Kelder's book, Fountain of Youth. I hope you get something out of that too, as I have been doing. So it's a great book, and it got a lot of great different ideas. I think Alan talked about one of the things we don't really talk about that much. I've mentioned a couple times in videos, but one of the things about eating, and let's kind of focus real fast on eating, is when you're eating food, part of the problem is that you're not, and I'll say me, I'm not really chewing the food. And when you swallow it down and you don't take your time eating, what happens is that your stomach doesn't get the message that you're full, and you'll continue eating. One of the big problems we have is we don't eat we should be eating like little birds that tick, 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 right? And chewing the food, and then going ahead and letting it digest. By that time, your stomach will tell you that you've eaten, and so you're not hungry. In this case, what happens is you get, and I've had this happen a lot, is that you end up eating too much. And I did this over the break. I had Christmas, and we've had several parties, and so it's been very difficult not to eat a lot. Now I'm getting back on the stick a little bit here. We're getting back to things. We have one more party, New Year's Eve thing. We're having at the house, but hopefully I'm not going to eat that much. But I think it's a great point, Alan, that you bring up that I forget a lot about, is going ahead and chewing your food and letting it sit into your system slowly, so your body tells you that you're eating and you're full. So that means you're not going to eat anymore. And that's a key way to try to not only reduce weight, but to try to enjoy your food better too. But a lot of us are in a hurry, and I'm as guilty as anybody in that, and so sometimes it's not always easy to do that. All right, but thank you guys for the comments. I'm glad you're reading the books. Also, thank you guys for comments on me and posting pictures and all that. You can always go back and look at pictures videos that I did back a year and a half ago. I think we started in August of last year, 2021, something like that. And I didn't have a beard. It's part of that. I grew a beard mainly because I wanted to get out of that mode that I was in. And part of it was growing a beard and kind of, going a little more wild, I guess you could say, more animalistic. And that's helped me a lot in that, and over the streak of 940 days, something like that right now. But also, posting pictures, I don't really want to make this about me. I'm trying to avoid that. I'm trying to have this about information out there about retention, which is kind of why we talk about retention a lot, and we focus on this. I want you guys to take the information and use it. Now, I know it's important to build credibility, so at times I do use things that if I don't have any scientific proof, I kind of just tell about it myself, my own experiences. But I really don't want to make this anything about me. I really want to make it about you guys, and hopefully it's going to get information that's going to help you guys down the line. But you can always take a look at videos and things that I've done, and look at past pictures and things that I have over the last year and a half to kind of see if there's something interesting that you want to kind of try in one of the videos. All right, let's talk about aura and authority. Scott, I want to shout out to you today, my friend. And this comment and one of the things I'm going to do too before I mention this is that I'm going to try to be as concise and more succinct, because I can get more done this way as well. And so I'm going to keep these to about 10 minutes if possible. And if I can't get it all through that way, then I'll keep going a little bit longer, but I'm not going to go nearly 20 minutes like we try to do in each one of these in the past. So now, aura, authority. So Scott, you have a very good point here when you talk about this. I think that, once again, we talk about retention. We talk about this being an energy force, something that's really going to be very strong and overpowering. I just saw it again a few minutes ago, walking my dogs, right? Young lady, must have been like in their maybe mid-20s or something like that. Very interesting to talk to, comes up and talks and comes closer as she's talking to me. And there's a lot of interaction there, you can tell. I saw this at the grocery store yesterday as well. I saw this after I was done with that young lady. I kept walking, and waving and things like that. There's a lot of behaviors that are different than they used to be, and that's when I could tell the difference. You can tell if there's an aura or something about you when people react differently to you. And I think Chris brought this up as a good point. We don't always know his aura. I can't really tell his an aura with a person, to be honest with you. And people tell me that there's an aura, or some people do, some people don't. Other people will say there's auras with these people and those people. I think the key thing, my friends, is that we don't know what people are seeing around you. They could see God in you. They could see that, right? They could see that. Or they could see some sort of strong energy forces drawing them in. And that's what happens to me all the time. So the whole key to this is that you're talking about a figure that I would call an authoritarian figure. You are acting as an authority figure. When you have that aura, and whether it's God they see in you, or they just see a high level energy, they're seeing a strong masculine male, a warrior. And they're seeing someone they're attracted to, and they want to be attracted to. And because of that, they're going to be drawn to you, and they're going to treat you nicely. I can't tell you the difference there was before I started the streak and now. It's like night and day. And that's why you can tell. And so I think Chris makes a good point. I don't think it's very hard to see auras and energy things unless God has given you the ability to do that. I don't have that ability. But I could tell based on behaviors and other things that happened to me in the past, the behavior of how people treat me, men and women, by the way. Just a higher level of respect and attraction. And obviously those situations are flattering to me. And maybe if I was younger and I was a lot of the ages of some of our viewers, I might look at things differently. If I wasn't married, if I didn't have kids, all those type of things, I probably would look at things a little differently. But the idea is that you're still seeing things that are totally different. And this is why we talk about it as being authority. You are now a strong force, a leader. Now, whether you recognize it or not, you may not recognize it, but people who are seeing retention and not releasing, they're self-control. So now they're in control themselves more. And as a result, they are able to control things around them, even if it's subconsciously, indirectly. They are controlling things around them. So the idea that you have to have is that as you retain, you're building authority. Now, what is the key to this? The key is to recognize that. Recognize your confidence level. Recognize that you are a strong leader. And that authority will come out even more. The aura is there. The energy that people see is there. They're going to see it. Because you're keeping all your nutrients. You're keeping inside of you. But the key is going to be whether or not you're able to understand this enough to say, okay, I'm now going to be a leader. Not necessarily a king in your mind, but a leader. You're a wild animal beast that's controlled. A controlled beast. But you're a leader. This is what we talk about the lion a lot. You have that control, right? Men respect you. We'll say the lion. Men respect you, right? The females are all attracted to you. And not that you're going to take advantage of all those situations, of course, because that's going to end up possibly putting you down the wrong path, right? But you have that ability to lead. And once you understand that, then you understand what this superpower is. The superpower really is to help other people. Because a lot of people don't have this. They have no concept of retention. They don't even know they've been told the complete opposite from a lot of people over the years. And they're not at the point where they can really go ahead and use it and understand it. But as you understand it, you realize that you're building yourself into a strong mega force. And that should be a leader. And that's why Scott, I think, exactly right when we talk about aura equaling authority. All right, guys, I hit my 10-minute mark. I'm going to stop here. I'll continue with another one soon. But you guys have a great day. And remember, every day is a new day to a wise warrior. God bless you guys, and we'll see you guys soon.